Hello everyone and welcome to Magic Cube tutorial. So you might know what magic square is. It's a square where all rows, all columns and both diagonals all have the same value, which is called magic constant. In this case we have a magic cube that, as you can see in the image from Wikipedia, has the same sum on all lines of three numbers except diagonals of side squares. In this case of a magic cube with numbers from 1 to 27, the magic constant is 42. You can see, for example, 23, 3, 16, and the four main diagonals of the cube: 8, 14, 20, 9, 14, 19, 6, 14, 22, and 10, 14, 18. But once again, the diagonals of the sides don't have that sum, so the sides are not actually magic squares. But for the module itself, it doesn't really matter. You can use this cube as a reference to solve the module. But on the cube itself, there is an image that shows which square is currently selected. You can cycle to choose different squares and shuffle numbers. Your goal is to reshuffle the magic cube, and I will show you my own strategy how to do this. You might come up with your own or try to optimize mine. So there are also this red, blue and green for reference to see what is the orientation of the square. Okay, first of all you need to find the lowest number in this cube, which is 3 here. And now you need to basically prepare your magic cube for solving. So using the image as a reference, I will start to fill in the three squares. So this is going to be the front square, this one. The second is going to be the middle square, and the back square is going to be this one. So in this image, the front square is going to be blue, middle green, and back red. So the lowest number on our magic cube on the module is 3. So that means we're going to start here from 1 in the same position and write down 3, and increasing 1 for each next cell. So next is 2, which is here, which is 4. 3 is going to be 5. 4 is going to be 6. 5 is 7. 6 is 8. 7 is 9. 8 is 10. 9 is 11. 10 is 12. 11 is 13. 12 is 14. 13 is 15. 14 is 16. 15 is 17. 16 is 18. 17 is 19. 18 is 20. 19 is 21. 20 is 22. 21 is 23. 22 is 24. 23 is 25. 24 is 26. 25 is 27. 28, 29. So we don't actually need this image anymore. So the first step I do is this top row, on the top square, this bottom row refers to the front square, which is actually the top one in my notes. Do not get confused. Middle square refers to the middle row refers to the middle square, and top row refers to the back square. This one. So first of all, I'm going to mark all these numbers. Note all these numbers in my notes. 16 with a question mark, 22, 19, 15, 8, 29, 25, 24, 12. Now I'm going to reshuffle these 9 numbers so as many of them as possible could go to their square. So 25, 24 and 12 are going to be on the front square, which they actually already are there. So 25, 24. Next are going to be 15, 16, 29 on the middle. So 16 needs to go here. Let's do this. So 15, 16, 29, and on the back square 19, 22, 8. Yeah. Now that's done, so we can go to the squares and place the numbers in the bottom row, so we could move another numbers to the top square, so we can sort them later. And let's actually mark that we have moved these numbers to their square. 29, 24 and 12. And in addition, you can also see if there are any numbers already in this square. So 9 is already here, 6, 5, 28, 13 is here, but it's on top row. We should move it to the middle row. Do this. Okay, 13, 9, 5, 3, 6, 28. I believe that's it. Yeah. Okay, next square. We have 15, 16, 29. Let's move them on the bottom and unmark these question marks. So 20, do we have it? No. 18, no. 23, no. 17, yes. Okay, let's move it on the middle row. 3, no. 28, no. Let me double check. 3, 28, 27, 5, 4, 17, 15, 16, 9. Okay, next square we have 19, 8, 22. Let's move them in the bottom. 7, yes, it's in the middle row, don't need to do anything about it now. 11, 14, 21 is here. Let's move it in the middle row. Okay, 14, 27, 4, 11. Okay, everything is here shuffled. Let's go back to the upper square and do the same marking with question marks. 11, 4, 27, 10, 26, 18, 28, 3 and 6. So here 3, 4, 2. Okay, I'm already so there are 3, 4 and 2 numbers. I'm going to start with the row that has 3 numbers. So 10, 26 and 11 should go to the bottom row because it's the front square. 10, 26, 11. 10, 26, 11. Okay, then I'm going to do the one with two numbers, 6 and 18, and they're going to the top row, so everything else will be the middle numbers row, even if not all of them are in the middle, at least just 3 of them. So 3 and 6, 3 and, sorry, not 3 and 6, 18 and 6, okay, like that. So 11, 26 and 10 stay here, 8, 16 are here, and 28, 4 and 3, 28, 4 and 3, yep. Let's sort that now. So the middle square now has 11, 26 and 10, and it doesn't have 14, so there is one number in here that is not from this square. We should move it to the top row. Which one is it? 11, 6, 10, 9, 5. It is 5. We're moving into the top row, so we could sort that later. Okay, next one is 28, 4 and 3. 7 was unused, so we don't mark that. Okay, there are two numbers unpresent, and there are two numbers not from the square. We should move them to the top. Okay, which two of them are there? Okay, 28, 4, 3, 20. It's 20 and 15, 17, 23, and 23. Okay. And the last one, we have 6, we have 18. There are two numbers not present once again. Which two numbers are not from the square? 21 is here, 19 is here, 8 is here, 7, sorry, no, 6, 18, 27. Okay, 27 is not here. 7, 21, 14, and 14 is not here. We'll move them to the top row. And now I'll make an extra cube because no, I make an extra square for reference to see how it should look like. So on the bottom row from this square we should have 14. No, I'm sorry, I'll start from the top row. So what row is the bottom square? We should have 20, 23 and something else which is already there. 6, 14, 27. 6, yeah, 6 is already there. Middle row should have 5, 27 and something that is already there, which is 20, no, 4, yeah, it's 4, it's already there. And the bottom row should have 14 and two numbers there that are already there, which are 11 and 10. So this is just for reference in which row which numbers should be after we reshuffle this square, not their actual order, just in which row they should be. So top row should have 20, 23 and 6. Middle row should have 5, 27 and 4. Oh, that's nice, they're already there. And yeah, bottom row is also filled. So now it's the part where we actually need to complete the square properly, the reshuffle in this specific order. So what I like to do is put the corner numbers in the correct positions. So the top left should be 10, top right should be 12, bottom left should be 24, and bottom right should be 11. So like that. 10, 12, 24, 11. Now we can work with this only one row and only one column. So let's start to let's make the row first. 14, 9, and 25. 14, 9, and the right of 9 is 25. 14, 9, 25. Yep. And on top there is 26, and on the bottom it's 13. It could be actually the other way around, that 13 and 26 could be swapped, but I will tell you later about what you will need to do in this case. Let's go to the middle square. So the top left should be 17, top right should be 28, top left is 4, and sorry, bottom left is 4, and bottom right is 15. Now the middle row is going to be 27, 16, 5, 5, 10, 3, and 29 are on their places. Nice. Next square. 21 on top left, 8 on top right, 20 in bottom left, 22 on bottom right. Okay, middle row should be 7, 23, 18. And that is actually the solved magic cube. Now, what would happen if some of the squares would end up having two of the numbers that have to be swapped? So in the square itself, it's actually impossible to swap two numbers without changing the positions of all other ones. For example, let's take the third square. We ended up having a correct configuration, but what if we had to do 21, 6, 8, 7, 23, 18, and 20, 19, and 22? So after sorting out all three squares, you will need to count the number of these squares which have this problem. So 1, 0, 1, 2, or 3 squares will have a pair of numbers that have to be swapped. In case of 0, which happened to us, nothing spectacular. You just solve the module, no problems. In case of 3, all 3 squares, you would just need to change to mirror every square, basically swap rows 1 and 3 on each square, or columns 1 or 3 as you wish, and reshuffle once again. Try to complete each square. So for example, for the third square you would have to do 8, 6, 21, 18, 23, 7, 22, 19, 20, and do so with each square. And then once again, starting from the beginning, you will have to complete them, and after completing, you will not have that. There won't be any pairs that have to be swapped left. In case of only 2 squares having In case of only 2 squares that have a pair unswapped, you would do this. No, you will not. You will how do I explain this? So imagine this has to be swapped, this has to be swapped. You will go on once again on the top square that have these top rows, that will look like these: 21, 19, 8, 17, 3, 28, and 26, 12. And depending on which square is odd one out, so in this case it's the back square, no, front square, which is the bottom row, you will need to swap any two numbers in the middle row, any two numbers in the top row, and don't swap anything in the bottom row. In case if this is okay and this has to be swapped, you will need to swap any two numbers in this row, any two numbers in this row, and change nothing in this row. And in case of only one square having to be swapped, having a pair of numbers that have to be swapped, that's actually the most difficult one. You will need to combine steps for 3 swaps and 2 swaps. Basically, you need to mirror everything first, and reshuffle again each square. After reshuffling, 2 of the squares will have a pair to be swapped, and after that you repeat the step I mentioned before. But now let's do one more example. Sorry. Let's hope I can actually get one to show instead of just explain. Okay, the lowest number is 9. Okay, starting from 1 is 9, 2 is 10, 3 is 11, 4 is, okay, 12, 13, 14, okay. What did I stop? 6, okay, 6, next is 7, which is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, next is 19, 29, oh sorry, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, top row, we have 23, 27, 9, 35, 15, 14, 28, 22, 24. Where is 24? Yeah. So front row only requires, front row only requires 15. So let's move it to the front. Middle row 23, 9, 22, 35. Any of that. Okay, let's do 23, 9, 20, 35. Yeah, and 22. Moved 15, so it stays in the front row. 23, 22, 9. This one already has 15, and does this have does the top row have everything it needs? Okay, it has 28, 14, 24. Yeah, so we can go move this to the top, sorry, to the bottom. 15 is removed. Anything else this square has? 11 is not from here. 33 no. 16 yes. Moving. Okay, once again 33. 21 no. 27 no. 19 yes. Okay, 21, 27, 35 no. 25 no. 11 no. 33 no. Okay, next one. 23, 22, 9. Anything else? It is not here, so no question mark. 18 is not here. 20 not here. 29 not here. 30 not here. 31 not here. 26 also not here. Sad. Next one. 28, 14, 24. 28, 14, 24. Okay. 27 is not here. Okay. 12. Yes, it is here. In the middle row already. 32 no. 10 no. 17 no. 34 no. 13 yes. I move it to the middle row. Let's double check. Everything is on the bottom side. 12, 13, 28, 20, 14, 24. Yeah. Now let's sort the top square again. 32, 34, 17, 30, 31, 26, 25, 11, 33. Okay, this has 3, this has 2, this has 4. Let's start with the one with 3. So middle row has 33, 34, 11. Okay. Top row should have 25, 26. It already does. So the bottom row has at least 3 of question mark numbers. We can go sort this. Okay, front has 30, 31, and 17. We did not use 32. Okay. So the 3 numbers not present here are 21, 27, and 35. Okay, they're all in the top row. Let's go next square. 33, 35, 4, 11. I already remember that middle row has nothing, so we can move it on top. And let's double check. 11, 34, 33, 23, 22. Yeah, and 9. So all these three numbers are not from the square. Next one, 25 and 26. So there are now only two numbers not present, and they are 32 and 10. So we're moving on top row. Okay, now each square has less than three numbers. Sorry, three or less numbers that are not present. So we can make the so this is going to be the last step before we shuffle the three squares. 20. Okay, so the top row is going to be from the bottom one, which is 29, 27, and something that is already present in top row, which is 25. Middle row is going to be 10, 35, and 21. Top row is going to be 32, 18, 20. 32, 18, 20. Yeah. Now top row should have 29, 27, and 25. Middle row should have 10, 35, 21. It already has 35. So let's move 10. So this number is not from middle row, so we can do this. 21. So 18 is not from middle row, so we can do this. And let's check. 21, 27, 25, 10, 35, 21, 18, 20, 32. Yeah. Okay. Now the square shuffling step. Square needs to be 16. 16 on top left, 18 on top right, 30 in bottom left, and 17 bottom right. Middle row is going to be 20, 15, and 31. And yeah, as I said, 19 and 32 need to be swapped. So let's mark that. Next square. 23, 34, 10, and 21. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, like this. Yeah. Middle row is going to be 32, 21, 22, 11, and once again 35 and 9. Not this need to be swapped, so we'll mark that. Actually, yeah. You don't actually have to write down the pair of numbers you need to swap, but I will do that for reference. Last is 27, 14, 26, 28. In the middle row is 13, 29, 24, and 25 and 12 are on their positions. Okay, so this does not need to be swapped. So we're going to the top square, and as I said, the front and middle squares need to have a swapped pair of numbers. So that means that bottom and middle row need to have a pair of swapped numbers, and top row should stay untouched. So I will make a square for reference that we will have at the end. So 27, 25, and 14. And for example, 23, 34, 35. You can swap any two numbers, it doesn't matter, but I will swap numbers 2 and 3. And 16, 18, and 19. So How do we do that? I forgot. I don't have actually know a proper algorithm, but let's actually try to reshuffle everything. Okay, now let's make the top row again. 27, 25, 14, and the mid on the left we have 23 and 16, like that. So they're still unshuffled. Okay. Let's try grabbing 35 by top row. Move it like that, and then where's 23? It's here. 27, 25, 14, 23, 16. Alright, I forgot, I have a reason for this. So we're going to also fill the bottom right square, and it's going to be, actually never mind. We just do the same as with other three squares. So let's fill the corners, 27, 14, 16 and 19. And then the middle row is going to be 23, 44, 35, 25 on top, 18 on the bottom. Okay. Now the pair is reshuffled, and we can once again complete the square once again. So this one, yeah, first and second. Third one was already done, we didn't change that. So 16, 18 on top right, 13 and 17. So middle row 20, 15, 31. Yep, it's done. The middle square, 27, so no, 23, 34, and 21. Middle row 33, 22, 11. And that's a complete magic cube. I'm sorry that I couldn't get the one swap only example, but I hope that the explanation I gave you is quite intuitive and understandable. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.